What if this could speak? It has survived kings, wars, revolutions. It remembers everything. Hi, I'm Glenn Wood, and I collect objects that become the storytellers of history. So here's a question. What if this object could tell you where it's been for the last 1,000 years, say? It's a magnificent piece from Angkor Wat in Cambodia. What if the treasures in our museums were the greatest eyewitnesses in history? Well, that idea and that question isn't new. More than 1,000 years ago, an anonymous English poet composed one of the earliest masterpieces in my language. In The Dream of the Rood, the wooden cross itself, appears in a dream and tells the story of how it became a witness to one of history's defining events, namely the crucifixion of Christ. Well, inspired by that remarkable literary tradition, I've invited more than 100 museum-worthy artifacts to become enduring witnesses to the civilizations that created them. Through their own voices, they recount the people who fashioned them, the cultures in which they existed, and the extraordinary journeys that they've traveled to get from their place of origin to where they are now in the United States of America. These stories form the basis of the Heritage Collection, which is a collection of short stories I've created and translated into Spanish. That's Latin American Spanish, not Peninsular. Also Arabic, Russian, Chinese. That's the Chinese, classical Chinese of the diaspora, Taiwan, Macau, Singapore, and so on. Japanese, and even into Latin. And I hear you say, Latin? Well, that's a dead language. Well, no, it's not for me. It's the beating heart at the center of many of the world's great languages, including English. So my ambition is a simple one. It's to share stories with as many readers as possible by publishing them in the major languages of the world today, and so reaching as wide an audience as possible. And they're beautifully produced, and I do commend them, particularly as gifts or anyone learning one of the languages.